Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Fajriah Hasannah. My student ID number is 1119017000022. I'm student of Mathematics Education Department of Syarif Hidayatullah State Islamic University, Jakarta. In this video, I will tell you how to solve a statistical problem. In a class, there are 40 students. Today, they had finished their mathematics examination. Here are the mathematics test scores of 40 students presented in table form. There are 4 students who scored between 41 to 50. There are 5 students who scored between 51 to 60. There are 7 students who scored between 61 to 70. There are 17 students who scored between 71 to 80. There are 4 students who scored between 81 to 90. And there are 3 students who scored between 91 to 100. The questions are A. How many students scored above average? And B. Determine the median and mode of the data. For the question of A. How many students scored above the average? So, we have to find the average first. To determine the mean of group data, use the formula sigma Fi times Xi divided by sigma Fi. Fi here is the frequency and Xi is the middle value. So, we must find the middle value first. We create a table. There are values that are 41 to 50 until the 6th class. And the frequency are 4, 5, and so on. Next, we find the middle value or Xi. The middle value is obtained from the lower limit plus the upper limit, then divided by 2. For the first class, that is 41 plus 50 divided by 2 equals 45.5. For the second class, 51 plus 60 divided by 2 equals 55.5. In the same way, the middle value for the third class is 65.5. The middle value for the fourth class is 75.5. The middle value for fifth class is 85.5. And the middle value for sixth class is 95.5. The next step is to determine the value of Fi times Xi, or frequency times the middle value. 4 times 45.5 equals 182. 5 times 55.5 equals 277.5. 7 times 65.5 equals 458.5. 17 times 75.5 equals 1283.5. 4 times 85.5 equals 342. And finally, 3 times 95.5 equals 286.5. After that, we add 182 plus 277.5 plus 458.5 plus 1283.5 plus 342 plus 286.5 equals 2830. This is called sigma Fi times Xi. Then the frequencies are also summed. This is called sigma Fi, which is the number of frequencies. After this, we can find the average by the formula sigma Fi times Xi divided by sigma Fi. Sigma Fi times Xi is 2830 divided by sigma Fi. Sigma Fi is 40 equals 70.75. We can count the number of students who scored above the average starting from the frequency of the 4th class to the 6th class. Then 17 plus 4 plus 3 equals 24. So there are 24 students whose scores are above the average. For the question of B, which is to determine the median and mode. Median of group data can be determined by median equals TB. TB here is the below edge, plus 1 over 2 times n minus fk, or sum the frequency before the median class, divided by FME, or frequency of median class, times P. P here is the class length. The first step to find the median is to determine the location of the median class first. Is obtained by 1 over 2 multiplied by n. And here is the number of frequencies. 1 over 2 times 40 equals 20. After this, we just find the location of the median class by determining the data 220 is in which class. How? By determining the frequency cumulative. The first frequency is 4. It means first data to fourth data are in the first class. 4 plus 5 equals 9. It means fifth data to ninth data are in the second class. 9 plus 7 equals 16. It means ninth data to 16th data are in the third class. 16 plus 17 equals 33. It means the 17th data to 33rd data are in the fourth class, while this is the 20th data. Then the location of the median class is in the fourth class. This is the median class. After obtaining the median class, then we determine TB, or its lower edge. TB obtained from the lower limit minus 0.5. Then 71 minus 0.5 equals 70.5. Then we determine sigma fk, the number of frequencies before the median class. Then 4 plus 5 plus 7 equals 16. Then we determine the frequency of median. The frequency of median is 17. Then the length of the class is obtained from, we sort from 71 to 80. Then the class length is 10. After that, we just substitute into the formula. Then we substitute the numbers. The TB is 70.5 plus 20 minus 16 divided by 17 times 10. Then 70.5 plus 4 over 17 times 10 equals 70.5 plus 40 over 17. Then we get 70.5 plus 2.35 equals 72.85. Then the median is 72.85. Next, determine the mode. Use the formula mode equals TB plus D1 divided by D1 plus D2 multiplied by P. TB here is the lower edge. D1 is the difference between the frequency of the mode class and the frequency of the previous class, while D2 is the difference between the mode class frequency and the class frequency after that, multiplied by P, which is the length of the class. Look at the class that has the greatest frequency. Here we see the class that has the frequency the largest is the fourth class with a frequency of 17. Then this is the class of mode. After that, we determine the TB. The lower limit minus 0.5. Then 71 minus 0.5 equals 70.5. Then determine D1. D1 obtained from the difference in frequency of mode class with the frequency of the previous class, which is 17 minus 16 equals 1. Then determine D2. D2 is obtained from the difference between the frequency of mode class and the frequency the next class, which is 17 minus 7 equals 10, and P is 10. Next, we substitute into the formula. Mod equals 70.5 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 10 times 10 equals 70.5 plus 1 divided by 11 times 10. Then we get 70.5 plus 10 over 11 equals 70.5 plus 0.9 equals 71.4. So, the mode of the data is 71.4. Such is an example of solving contextual problems using statistical concept. Hopefully, it's easy to understand and useful for you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.